Hey guys, how are you today? Today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag, the original one and also the 2.0 as well. I originally got this between Lines and Life. I wasn't tagged per se. I know I've already posted like 13 or something videos, but I haven't done this tag yet. And I know this is like the initiation tag or the initiation into Booktube. So I figured I'd do it now. And I do want to thank Between Lines and Life for mentioning me for the small Booktubers Sunday tag. I wish I could have did a video, but unfortunately today is Sunday where I'm at right now, but life got in the way. It's been very hectic. I'm actually doing a very short video, or not a short video, but I just haven't had time to do it this week. So I'm hoping sometime next week or the week after I might be able to. So I did get the questions from her, and I'm going to be reading them, and I'll leave a link in the description to her Booktube Newbie Tag as well. So, question 1. Why did you start this channel? Honestly, I've been watching Booktube for 2013, maybe 2014, and I never really did any videos. I thought about it, but I didn't think I was good enough at summarizing books or anything of that nature. And I just kind of, I guess, just watched other people. But as I've gotten older, as I've read more literature, as I don't know, grown as a person, I want to commit to something greater myself, and I've always been a strong believer in the printed word, freedom of speech, fiction, living in a fantasy sometimes, so why not have discussions with other people who are pretty much like-minded. So that's pretty much why I started the channel. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? From what I noticed, a lot of it's going to sound stupid, but I know there's not a lot of males who read like romance novels, and I don't know, I kind of like it. So probably those type of reviews. I'm actually currently reading one. I'm not too sure of the title. I'd have to go find it somewhere. I don't have it on me right now. So maybe those type of reviews, since that's not something I haven't seen on Booktube that's too common. So probably that. And I was thinking trying to pick up discussions or something as well. Some of my older videos, if you've seen about like book burning or what format's better, I think the next one I want to do is something about audiobooks, because that seems sometimes like it's a hot button issue for some people. Alright, let's see, where am I? What are you most excited for about this new channel? Really just to have discussions, to learn about new books, to hopefully get a book I like or have read to bring awareness to it. And hopefully someone else will pick up that author or that novel, or I don't know. I guess the same reason we all watch Booktube, to find more books and to discuss books we liked or didn't like. Why do you love reading? I did a short video on this on like why I read, but I guess I can discuss it again. I do read nonfiction, but it's sparingly. Like I only get like 1 or 2 books a year on nonfiction. And that one's just, you know, to expand my horizons, to gain more knowledge. But mostly what I read is fiction. Now the genres of that vary differently. Like romance mystery, sci-fi, not so much sci-fi, but a little fantasy, so forth. And it's just to get away, to escape reality a little bit, to be in another person's shoes, I guess. Excuse me. I'll get some water real quick. Alright. What books or series got you into reading? I remember when I was younger, I was reading the Goosebumps series. I was a big, I used to be really into horror when I was younger, so I would read a lot of Stephen King, a lot of Dean Koontz, the more or less known authors of horror as well, or whatever I could find. And then I went more into classic literature. Now I'm more into pretty much everything, honestly. Though I've been a little bit more on the side of romance, even though I haven't reviewed a book yet on it. Alright. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I don't have an answer for this. I don't know what I would ask. I really don't. I think it, honestly, this may be silly, but I would feel giddy, I guess. It's like meeting a celebrity. I don't watch much TV, so, or I guess I do, but not. I feel like I would get more excited about meeting a fellow booktuber, especially like ones I've watched quite a bit, more so than like a actual movie celebrity or TV star or whatever. But as something I ask them, I don't know. I don't know. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Honestly, to give good reviews, to make your content interesting, not to stutter so much, not to go all the time, and honestly, to look at the camera right here. Sometimes you want to look down, up, left, right. So that's a little bit tricky. I've seen see, I'm doing the other now. I've seen people where they put like googly eyes on top of the camera where they can actually like look at it. I thought about doing that, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so yeah, that's about it. Just make sure my book reviews are doing good, that are accurate. I'm not giving too much information, I'm not giving too little. I'm coherent in my book reviews, and I'm actually looking into the camera. Alright. When did you start reading? Honestly, since I remember trying to read ever since I was really little. Like, my first thoughts are collective memory that I have. I always try to remember it. It's not something. I don't remember the exact day I've ever picked up a book. I was probably too young for that, so I don't know. I've always read ever since I was young, and it's never dwindled. Or, I mean, there's been slow reading periods, but I never stopped reading. Where do you read? Actually, right there. I know the room behind me looks very plain, but you should see the front of it, and I'm going to show you now. This is where I read. Okay, hold on a second. Camera's stuck. See, I got nice art pictures, things, even look, famous writers, poster, all my stuff, books, 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 more books. Oh, that's my Wi-Fi router right there. This is the computer. And more books. Look at all those books. And that's a water bottle. Yeah, So, sorry. Alright, so let's see. Where do you read? What kind of books do you like to read? Again, everything. I'm not too much into like high sci-fi or I don't know if that's like very deep sci-fi novels that it kind of goes past me a little bit. Um, I'm not into autobiographies at all either, but pretty much everything else is fair game. I can pick up any type of book, really. Fantasy, mystery, romance, classic literature, um, nonfiction, science, history. I don't know, any of it really. So now I'm going to start questions for the Booktube Newbie Tag 2.0. What genres would you like to see talked about more on Booktube? Well, I said I read romance, so maybe that. And also more novels geared towards adults. I notice, especially with the ones who have like higher views, tend to focus on young adult or YA novels a lot. And I would like to see maybe like mystery novels or maybe fantasy or something. Like something more geared towards more adults. Uh-oh. Just got out of focus. There we go. So something of that nature. Okay. What do you feel is the best ways to make friends on Booktube? Comment on people's videos. Have discussions with them. Treat them like they're people. I don't know. What do you enjoy the most about making Booktube videos? I always feel a sense of accomplishment when I upload it. It doesn't matter if it gets like a lot of views or anything. I mean, a view's nice. If I break 5, I'm happy. But I don't know. Especially if people leave comments or like the like thing too. That always makes you feel good and warm and fuzzy inside. Alright. Alright. Where am I? What will you do least look forward to when making Booktube videos? It's a little time consuming, and sometimes, man, uploading YouTube or Booktube videos on YouTube, it takes forever and a day, even if the video's not that long, and my internet slows down crazy. So that is something I do not look forward to. I wish the upload time would be a lot faster. Let's see. What videos other than tags, TBRs, wrap-ups, reviews, and recommendations would you want to see more of? I don't know. I don't know. That's pretty much all of Booktube right there. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that right now. If anyone can think of anything, I mean, I'm willing to watch it. I know there's... I don't know. I don't know for that one at all. What are some themes you would want to see more of or less of in books? I try not to read the same genre of books like in a row. Like if I read a mystery, I'm not going to read another mystery. If I read a romance, I'm not going to read another romance. If I read another fantasy, I'm not going to read another fantasy. So nothing ever gets too tiring for me. Yeah, I mean, it's just what the author wants to write. Sometimes I feel like the YA's genre is a little bit being burnt out a little bit too much, or it's just too much. I would like to see maybe books focus on older characters or middle age or maybe even elderly. I did read a book and I did a review for it. It's called My Grandmother Tells Me to Tell You She's Sorry, and that dealt with a child, but also like elderly people, middle-aged people. I thought that book was very well written, and I guess the age of the characters, because it usually is like young adult or early adult. All right, let's see, where am I? What are some of your booktube goals? I guess just to talk to people, get views, subscribers, likes, but I mean that's not something important to me. I'm just doing this on the side because I enjoy books. I'm very passionate about it, and I enjoy talking to other people, and maybe strike up some friendships and discuss books. What else is there to discuss, right? What advice would you give to a booktuber that has just created their channel? It takes time. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't get discouraged. You don't have to have fancy graphics. You don't have to have like music playing in the background. You don't have to talk for an hour about something that's not books either. You know what I mean? I mean, unless you want to. I mean, you gotta do you. But you don't, like, I don't know. Just don't get discouraged at all. Like, people will dislike you whether you want them to or not. People will like you. And who's got time for people who dislike you, honestly? I mean, you could worry about it, but it ain't gonna change anything. So, but if you like a booktuber and they like your channel, there you go. Even if you have like 2 subscribers, it don't matter. I mean, it's just the internet. I mean, we still got books. Who needs to be in the computer, right? Alright, let's see. What are some qualities or traits that you look for when it comes to watching other booktubers? If they actually talk about books. I know this sounds dumb, but I have seen some booktube people where I've like watched a 20-minute video and I don't even know if they actually talked about a book or not. Like, it's like 2-minute blurb and then it's just them ranting about something. That gets, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm doing now, but this is a tag. I don't think anyone clicked on this for figuring this was a review or not. I hope not. If you did, I'm sorry. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I am. Not like physically, just like in the questionnaire. What is a fun fact about you or hobbies besides reading or writing that people on Booktube might not have known about you? Believe it or not, I was in the United States military for 5 years. I lived in Maryland, Ohio, I'm in Texas currently, California, and I lived, I guess the most interesting, I lived in Japan for about two and a half years. So, I guess life experience, right? I work in the medical field now. I have a degree in it, I guess. Which, I mean, the medical field's nice, but I do 12-hour shifts. This is why I have to go to work tomorrow, and 12-hour shifts are long days, and that's not even including driving. So, that's why I'm not making the small booktuber book tag this week, so I do apologize. It's because I have to go to bed soon and all that. Alright. Which booktubers do you tag? Again, this is like the initiation into Booktube. I'm surprised I haven't done it yet. So, if you haven't done it and you want to be part of the Booktube community, all I can say is welcome to the club and you've been tagged. Alright, bye guys. Have fun. Have a nice night, day, or whatever time zone you're in or anything. Bye, guys.